I recently shot a documentary. The documentary is about art and photography, and so there's a ton of photo assets. I knew I wanted the style to be very artistic and cinematic, and so I made the decision to shoot all my photography assets physically by printing them out and shooting them on a table. Which one of these videos do you like better? On the left, we have just a JPEG dropped into the timeline with a small zoom on it. And on the right, we have one of the shots I composed using a physical image filmed. I personally love the look of the right one. The product turned out so much better than I expected, so I wanted to make a video about why I chose to shoot like this, and why I think you should too. Because it's so easy just to grab an image and drop it into your timeline. But for storytellers and filmmakers, specifically documentary filmmakers or journalists, you want to build out a world. You want to build a visual style that is consistent throughout the whole piece. And if you're just dropping that image in and adding a zoom, you're gonna have differences in the color and the texture and the general look of what that is. And that's not gonna fit your story as well as if you just filmed a physical item. When you film an image physically, whether it's printed out on glossy paper or regular printer paper, or a projector or a TV or computer, it goes through the same camera and the same lens and the same lights that you've used for the rest of the project. Suddenly your photo isn't an insert, but it's a shot. You can play around so much with the frame to build a look and a style. You don't just have to put the image directly in front. This does two things. It unifies the look and the feel of the entire project, and it adds emotion. You can rack focus. You can add movement that feels natural to the world and doesn't just feel like a slow zoom in or a pan across. And you don't really need anything too fancy to be able to do this. Just the camera you shot on, the light you've been using, and if you don't have light, there's great ways to use natural light, and the photographs, or a screen to project onto, or your computer screen can work too. Filming physical media forces it to exist in the world that you've built, and that alone makes it more cinematic. And you can apply this to anything. Essentially what you're getting is a detail shot. The same you would get in a narrative piece, like a detail on the eye or a detail on something on the table. You'd be getting a detail of the photograph or of the record player, the cassette, the CD, any little piece that add to your story that you'd want to be showing while someone's talking. You should record it physically. That's honestly the most important thing. When you look at a big budget piece, what you're seeing mostly is the amount of production design and attention to detail that's being put into the shots. And that's what's building the story and building the look more than anything else. Pay attention to the colors in the pictures, and if you're putting them next to each other, multiple pictures or multiple items, use composition. You can even use objects in the frame to enhance or add effects. There's this little Fresnel lens used to view small images. I use a small lens like this one with a wide aperture to get really close macro shots. Just holding it up to in front of the lens. If you move it a little around, you get a tilt shift effect. You can move focus and get some distortions. And that adds a lot. That's all. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in more little things like this, I have a lot more ideas and videos in the making. So leave a subscribe and thank you for watching.